Hi, I'm Julie Zeglin, the editor of Generosity.org, a social impact news site here in Philadelphia. And this is Around the Corner, our PhillyCam show, in which I interview local social impact leaders about their work in the city. And right now I have with me Cynthia Plotch, who's from Hungry Harvest. So thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Julie.
Can you talk a bit about what you do at Hungry Harvest and what the organization does?
Absolutely. So Hungry Harvest is a rescued produce delivery company. So what that means is that we buy fruits and vegetables, just like these guys here, have some good props with me today, that would otherwise go to waste. They would go to waste maybe because they look funny, like this squash you can see has some scars, or this really delicious orange is just a little bit too small, or for logistical or any other sort of reasons. So what we do is we buy that produce directly from farmers and wholesalers, package it up into variety boxes, and then deliver it directly to people's homes. And then, for every box we deliver, there's even more. We donate or subsidize produce for every box we deliver.
Awesome. And so that part at the end is like the social mission part of it. And where does the produce go that you donate or subsidize?
Yeah, that's an awesome question. And I would actually say this social mission is everything that we do.
Sure.
Rescuing produce is really important environmentally because when produce goes to waste, it releases methane and wastes all sorts of natural resources. So consumers are able to really have an impact on the whole food system, not just what people are able to eat and access, but also the impact of our food on our environment, which is really cool.
Gotcha.
Thanks. So here in Philadelphia, we work with Philabundance to donate produce. Philadelphia is actually our first expansion city, which is very exciting. Our company is based down in Baltimore, and there we have more of a subsidized produce access model.
Awesome. And I know that the founder who launched in Baltimore got kind of like rose to fame on Shark Tank. So when was that, like 2 years ago?
So Shark Tank wasn't aired in January of 2016.
Okay.
So about a year and a half now.
Gotcha. And so that's, kind of where, again, rose to fame, and then expanded to Philadelphia. And then what other cities is Hungry Harvest in?
Yes, so I'm very excited. My first time being able to say it publicly, but we are launching right now in Miami.
Awesome.
So we're supposed to deliver this weekend. Obviously, with the hurricane, things got a little bit complicated, but we're really excited to start delivering down there soon.
Great, yeah. And so why, starting in the Mid-Atlantic, why moving down to Miami?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question. Our base is definitely in the Mid-Atlantic. Miami is really great for us to build relationships with different suppliers and producers and farmers. Nobody really likes to eat potatoes all winter. Yeah. So we're excited to be able to bring in Miami produce to give people that variety all year round.
Sure. Oranges, for instance. Yeah,
exactly.
Tiny oranges. Great. And so since the company's been around for a couple of years, do you know how much produce has been saved and donated?
Yes, I do. These are kind of blow your socks off numbers, so watch your shoes.
Okay.
So to date, we've recovered over 4 million pounds of produce, which is honestly an inconceivable number sometimes.
Yeah.
And on the other side, we've donated or subsidized over 500,000 pounds.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's very awesome.
And so how do you get the produce in the first place? Do you work with grocery stores? Do you work with growers? Great
question. It's all pre-retail, so that means it's directly from the farmers and the wholesalers themselves.
Great. And so can you also talk about the delivery itself? And so I've been a Hungry Harvest customer.
Love to hear it.
Yes, so I know how it works. But there are a couple different sizes of boxes that you can choose, types of items that are in the boxes, right?
Yeah, totally. So kind of like you said, we have varying sizes and also varying contents in our boxes. So we have just our normal run-of-the-mill box, which comes in a mini, a full, and a super. And we also have USDA certified organic, only veggie, and only fruit. In addition, we have all sorts of other impactful items, whether it be granola or eggs or cheese that people can add on to their harvest. And we have this new feature that we call customization that allows people to pick their own produce that goes into their harvest every single week. So the way that works is customers get an email the week of their delivery saying, okay, this week we have squash, we have Asian pears, and we have the most delicious oranges. Choose how many you want of all of this list of maybe 10 to 12 items, pick the quantity, pick what you do want, what you don't want, substitute stuff in. So you really have total control over what you get every week.
Cool. And where are the boxes being made?
Great question.
For instance, you customize your box. There's someone on the other end who has to put those items in a box.
Yes. So we work with a co-packer down in Maryland to build our boxes for the whole Mid-Atlantic.
Cool, awesome. So how did you get involved in this vegetable enterprise?
Yes, vegetable haven, whatever you want to call it. So I studied in college economics and environmental studies, and those are things that just hit each other around food systems. And so I was always really interested in food systems, more specifically in reducing food waste because of all those environmental factors I was talking about before. In the US, over 40% of food goes to waste, and at the same time, 1 in 5 people go hungry. So the fact that those two problems can simultaneously exist are pretty much just a call to action to almost every single person.
Right.
So I got really involved in the fight against food waste on my college campus, and then I actually was a Venture for America fellow after that, and was introduced to entrepreneurship in Philadelphia and social enterprises through that too, and then was lucky enough to fall into Hungry Harvest.
Cool. Yes, we love covering social enterprises at Generosity. So, something that I really have enjoyed about Hungry Harvest and getting it is that I know you've been talking about the customization, but it's also sometimes includes things that I wouldn't necessarily buy for myself, but there is an excess of oranges or whatever, and then I'm like, oh, that's right, I love oranges. And so I think it's just a cool, not surprise, but feels like a present comes every
Totally.
week or
I love
whatever.
when people describe it that way. People also all the time will talk about experiencing things or seeing things that they never have before. I don't know if you got dragon fruit a couple weeks ago. Oh man, I wish I had one with me today. They're so crazy. They're pink and spiky, and
Cool.
we heard a lot from our customers about the cool thing about accessing new foods.
Right, yeah, that would absolutely be a surprise for me. Cool. So how can people sign up or learn more about Hungry Harvest?
Yeah, so you can sign up by going to our website, www.hungryharvest.net.
Oh, great. Well, thank you so much, Cynthia.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for coming out
Julie.
and talking about it and bringing produce.
Yeah, anytime.